Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we are back casting another League of Legends game. In this one we have some of the awesome players from Team Dignitas. Dignitas, KiWiKid, Scarra, and Crumbz are all on the same team. I believe Scarra and Crumbz are duo queued. But other than that, I think KiWiKid just happened to queue up at the right time. So that should be fairly interesting. Scarra actually went with Yorick. Even though when he was in Champion Select, he says, yeah, I've never played Yorick. And apparently he hates Yorick. But he decided to play him anyway, so that's kind of funny to me. And he doesn't offhand, from the sound of it, know exactly how Yorick works. Like, I mean, like I said, he hasn't played him before, so... He was like, yeah, I think you go with this and this and this, and sounds about right. So we'll see what happens. So I did go ahead and get into this game as soon as I could, because it seemed like it'd be pretty interesting. Multiple Dignitas members. I haven't cast a Dignitas game that I can think... Well, not really Dignitas game, but a game with Dignitas people in it that I can think of. So, I kind of wanted to cast this one. So he's just going off and just scouting over here. Hey guys, what's going on? Riven's gonna go back. Okay. Alright. So, we've got FeedOn and Harkua down here in the bot lane for the blue team. Oh, guess she didn't go back. Harkua is playing Tristana, and Lulu is played by FeedOn. And just kind of hanging out here. She's going to fake going back again, and he's digging in the ground right in front of her. Okay, so they're just going to have fun here together. She did stop her B, and now she walked close enough, and he smacked her and started going back digging on the ground. Okay. Oh, Vayne came in. Now he's running. Nope, she's going to dance too. Oh, she came in close enough that he smacked her too. So, apparently, she was jealous that Scarra was hitting on Riven, and she wanted to get hit on by Scarra as well. So she went over and got all close and sidled up to him. Hey, baby, how you doing? Okay, anyway, we've got xxPhaxen playing Vayne, and Lulu, played by Echo, in the bot lane for the purple team. The jungler for the purple team is V ScubaChris. I know that name. I'm not sure exactly who it is. I'm pretty sure it's Velocity. I think he's in Velocity team, which is another LCS team. And I think that's the one that the Odd One's little brother is on. But I'm not sure. Alright, mid, of course, we have Scarra. Of course he's mid. Scarra's always mid. And he's playing Yorick versus Riven, played by Capricious. With a, looks like a 0 instead of a... no, actually it's another one of those characters that I don't know the code for. Alright, so we've got Dignitas Crumbz, who is jungling as Lee Sin. And then top lane, we've got Dignitas KiWiKid playing Ryze versus arrannx playing Kennen. Looks like he's going to be AD Kennen. This apparently is a fairly popular thing now. I know I got utterly destroyed by AD Kennen. I didn't notice until a little bit too late that it was actually AD Kennen. I think I got my magic resist item before he actually went back for the first time, and he had started with an ambiguous build, and I didn't even look at how much damage he had, so I ended up getting destroyed. Looks like Evelynn is coming in for a gank. We'll arrange this in just a second, so you can go ahead and take a look at the... Oh, wow. Wow. So Riven just went ahead and stunned him there, tore him to pieces a little bit, and then Evelynn just came in for the final cleanup. I don't think Evelynn was really needed, but I guess it's probably a good thing. It did actually, she got the first blood, so means it wasn't as bad for Scarra. His laning opponent is not quite as fed as she could otherwise be. So down bot, it looks like Evelynn is going to come on down, and while we're waiting for her to show herself, we can go ahead and arrange this. So it's going to be Ryze versus AD Kennen, Yorick versus Riven. Oh, there we go. So Lulu was actually warding there, and she ran into the Evelynn. Now Tristana got bubbled, so she's trying to get out of this. She does go ahead and jump over. She popped her barrier. I think she's going to go down anyway. There's the exhaust from Lulu, but it was not quite enough to save poor Tristana. Alright. Crumbz came up for a gank on Kennen. He did get a flash out of him, but that's about it. And now he's going to go back in this bush, keeping him slightly worried, but he's got his little... Oh, sneaky. He knew exactly where it was going to go, so he went ahead and just dodged it. Alright, mid lane. Again, we... Oh, wait, nope, just did that one. Tristana versus... No. Tristana versus Vayne. Lulu versus Nami. And Lee Sin versus Evelynn. Okay. So Evelynn's coming in for yet another gank. She's very, very nasty because you can't even see her. That stealth is really kind of annoying. On the other hand, I have found playing in ARAMs that it's got a really not so good range, really. So while it's really good for ganks like this because you can easily circle around behind somebody and they'll have no idea, when it comes to things like, in this case, ARAMs, it's really not good. Because I would go off and try to do anything and they'd see me. Because, you know, it's ARAM. Everybody's right there. So I get anywhere close and they just go in on me. So I'm not really impressed with her in ARAMs. Oh. Lulu says, hi again, Eve. And now Lulu's having to run away. Tristana's going back. The Nami tried to bubble that Lulu, but she did actually miss it. Vayne punted Tristana back into the wall. Tristana almost died there, but she did indeed end up escaping that. Oh. Kennen just died top. Let's go take a look at that. Nope. A little bit further. Okay. So here we go. Here comes the gank coming in from the Tri-Bush. And it looks like they did indeed go for a tower dive. The Ryze landed his stun, but unfortunately he came out just before it happened. So there is... We know he escaped with very little health. He got, I believe it was 15 health, and then he regenerated. Riven's coming up to try to end them all, but she's not going to get there in time. They are way too far gone. Oh! And then Lee Sin decided to stick around, which is not really the best idea. So now she's going in on him. She does have quite a bit of speed there. He does have to flash out because of that. Had he not been greedy, he would have been fine, but unfortunately for him, he decided to stick around. So, looks like Evelynn was doing a little bit of harass down here. Nami's actually doing quite a bit too. It's always very interesting. I tried Nami once in normals, and it didn't really work for me because at the time it wasn't really my playstyle, but I may end up trying it again because I've gotten better at avoiding people and being more harassy. And that's kind of been reflected in the way that I play ADCs now. Oh, man. Oh! Scarra gets a kill? Scarra gets a kill? Yes? Yes! Scarra got a kill. Okay, so Scarra does end up getting a kill out of that. That was a 1 for 1. But when you gank, you don't really want to be giving the enemy team a kill. So that tower dive was not the best idea, and actually Scarra says yes. Yes, it was. Alright, up top, the Kennen is actually still being shut down by this Ryze. Ryze is actually a very strong duelist. He's got a lot of damage. I can never get him to do enough damage. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But either way, when in the hands of somebody who knows what they're doing, he can just rip through people and very well hold his own. And he is indeed doing just that against this Kennen. Kennen is now... Oh, he's just warding. Okay. Thought he was going to go down for a gank. And Tristana just died. How did Tristana die? Alright, so Lulu's here. She does go ahead and slow down the Vayne. She's running away. Tristana's really low here. And they're going in on her. She's actually very low. And she does die to that final auto attack. The Lulu survived, but again... The Tristana did not. Lee Sin's coming in for a gank, but so is Evelynn. And Lee Sin, of course, has no idea because she's sneaky. Okay, so Lulu is right there. Oh, no! Okay, so he just jumped to the ward and says, I'm out. And, yeah, there's not really much they can do about it. Lulu came over, slowed the Vayne from the looks of it, but didn't really matter all that much. Not too much at all. Alright, so mid lane, the Scarra and Capricious lane is just kind of farming at the moment until Evelynn comes in for another gank, which she probably will. She seems to really like ganking poor Scarra. Yeah, here she goes again, in for another gank. She's all stealth. Oh, she was not stealth, so she was picked up by that ward. So now he's probably playing somewhat paranoid. He is being quite cautious, but she's going to just go ahead and go get the red instead. She doesn't even care about him at the moment. She's going to grab that. The Lee is up here, so he's not going to get it. And I don't think he's going to give that to anybody either, which is kind of interesting. Normally you see it going to somebody like Ryze, but in this case, apparently not. And there is the key for ping for another gank on Scarra. So Evelynn's setting it up. She's getting ready to come in. Scarra, of course, is being super cautious because he knows she's somewhere around here. Last he saw, she was down here. And now they're going in. She does use her ulti. He is stunned by the Riven, and down he goes. He had no chance whatsoever. That is a nasty lane. I would have thought that it'd be a bit easier there, but the Evelynn ganks are really what's doing this for the Riven. Ooh, nice attempt there. They traded pink wards, but okay. Yeah, they traded pink wards there. They each killed the other's pink wards, so now they just have to use their green wards, and neither of them got to deny the other vision. She still has her Explorer's ward. Interesting. Normally you see those get used quite early in the game for, like, putting it here in the tri bush just to know if they're there, but in this case it looks like she's going to save it for later, possibly as a ward on Baron or something, I don't know. Lee Sin came over and did a little bit of harassment to Riven, but you know how she is. She's quite tanky. He did go into the tower for her, and now she's going in on him. He did kick her away, though, so she's not going in. And now Yorick is here. She did just use her ulti, though, so that will be down, and Scarra does not have to worry about her using that. She's probably about to ulti, though. Boom! Yeah. Oh, and he ultied himself. He flashed out of that, and, of course, Evelynn was there. But now his ghost is here. He's going to go ahead and try to take down the Riven, but I don't think that's going to happen. It does not. And now Evelynn is on her way down bottom. She was just there at just the right time. He flashed out and right into her. Man, I would not be happy if I was Scarra right now. She is just camping him like crazy. Okay, so now Evelynn's waiting here, waiting for them to push out a little bit more so she can go ahead and come in for a gank. I do not believe she was not picked up by wards because she came this way. And, of course, green wards do not see Evelynn's. So she's just waiting here in this bush. Riven apparently is coming down as well. So I have a feeling this is going to be a turret dive here. There is the Nami ult. It does punt up. There down goes the Tristana to the Evelynn. Evelynn also gets... Lulu died first, sorry. Lulu went down to Evelynn and then... No. Got those reversed. So yeah, it was the Lulu that died last. Alright. So they're going to go ahead and take down this tower. And I guess would be that Evelynn's about to go to Dragon, so they can go ahead and engage on that and just let the minions finish this tower. And indeed, that's exactly what's about to happen. She's waiting there at Dragon for the rest of her team to get there, and then they're going to take it down, and the minions took down the turret alone. Alright, Lulu and her nice little heals there are keeping the Evelynn from dying. Yeah, I think I've talked about it before, the game that I had with Lulu in ARAM, which was actually fairly interesting. 3 supports on my team. That was odd. It was great, though. We didn't die. Never died. But Evelynn, when I had her in ARAM, I was not really impressed. She's, like I said, she's really good during the laning phase because she can get off those ganks that we've been seeing over and over this game. But when it comes to team fighting, she seems somewhat underwhelming. I mean, the ulti's great when it hits like, a whole bunch of people, but she's just not really as powerful as a lot of the other junglers, really. Again, that's in team fight phase, but with the way this Evelynn is going, she's going to be so far ahead with her ganks and everything because of those ganks that I have a feeling her team fight is actually going to be perfectly fine. She is picked up by this pink ward. Scarra says enough of this. And, yeah, she's just hanging around here. Oh, they did pink ward in reverse, though, so nope, no more ward for you, Scarra. Now Evelynn's going to go ahead and walk away, or act like she's walking away, and probably circle around and come back in. So Scarra's going to try to defend this alone. I think he'll be able to manage it. Lulu's coming in to help. Yes, the Lulu did get caught by the bubble there from Nami, but it was not quite enough. And now Evelynn and Riven are both headed top. The Kennen is being very cautious there. He knows Lee Sin was somewhere around there. But now... Oh, there's the ward, but of course it does not pick up Evelynn. Evelynn is coming in. Riven's coming in from behind. There goes the Kennen. He does ult. Got the stun off on Lee Sin, but Lee Sin got to kick him beforehand. And now Lee Sin's trying to escape this. I don't think it's going to happen. No. And Nami was actually the one to take down the Ryze. So that was a nice 4-man gank top, which resulted in the death of 2 members of the blue team. Scarra went ahead and just started pushing down this tower as much as possible. I don't think he's going to get it alone, but he's doing his best. Now, he did not get it alone, and now in comes the Evelynn again. She does land her ulti on poor Scarra. He's trying to escape this. In comes the Riven. She's probably going to stun him. She does, and down he goes. And, of course, Riven does not die. Bot lane, Harkua and FeedOn just going to go ahead and get double golems. They've got to be very cautious. They don't want to get too far out because Evelynn. Top lane, these guys are going to go ahead and take this down. Vayne is actually, I'm kind of surprised she's... Yeah, okay, there we go. I want to see that whole thing. I was about to say, I'm kind of surprised she's still this far extended just because of the fact that her team's not even here. And the blue team kind of knows it. But right after I was about to... Or right after I started saying that, we found out exactly what happens and why she should not do that. So, there we go. She does go in. And, yeah, the Tristana just goes in on her. Lulu... Yeah. Lulu went ahead and transformed her into a cute little object, and then she got punted into the wall. And died. Poor Vayne. Heartseeker Vayne. Up here, Evelynn is taking down this blue buff. Crumbz tried to steal it. It did not work, though. And now Ryze and Lulu are having... Oh, not Lulu. Nami. Nami are having a little bit of a fight here. Not too much Ryze can do, though, because Crumbz did just go... Actually, no, Crumbz did not go down, but Crumbz is running away, and he will not be able to help Ryze. So Ryze had to be cautious and just stay back. Did a decent amount to Nami, but oddly, she actually did quite a bit to him as well. So that was actually pretty impressive. And now Evelynn is going in on Crumbz. He has no idea quite yet. He does. Does he get it? Does he get it? He does not get it. And the red buff actually went to Riven there. Oh, poor Crumbz. He did that much effort on it. You know, got it down that low. And unfortunately, he'd already used a smite, so he did not end up getting it. Now, Evelynn is actually forced to flash over the wall there. I think she would have been fine had she gone this way, but she chose to flash over the wall just in case. And that means she will escape 100% safe. But now Tristana and Yorick are here. They are pushing up mid. Riven actually got pretty low from the two of them. And I don't think they're going to be able to do anything to the tower quite yet. But once this minion wave gets here, they actually might. Yorick's using his ghosts to go ahead and push up here. And Vayne is coming in from behind now. So Yorick, Lulu, and Tristana are all mid. Riven's going to go ahead and go back as she is low. Good idea on her part. And Nami, Vayne, and Kennen are all here mid now. Nami's actually going off, and I think she's going to ward. No ward yet. She's just poking. That's all she's doing, just poking. She did go ahead and ward here. I'm not sure why she took quite that long, but I guess it did give her time to allow Vayne to come over and go ahead and start attacking. I have no idea what comes. Oh, he's trying to bait them. Alright. Oh, he did get hit by that bubble there. There is the Nami ulti, and that bait went terribly, horribly wrong because Evelynn and Riven were both coming up through the mid lane, and all it did really was result in a kill. Scarra just died to Riven, and now Ryze is trying to do his best here. I don't think he's going to be able to take anybody down in revenge. Scarra is a ghost. Goodbye, Scarra. Oh, poor Yorick. Alright. I didn't even notice that. I was too busy mourning over the loss of Yorick. So here we go. That's the Ryze engagement there, and right over there is where we saw Scarra die, and the Yorick ghost coming across. And then Ryze actually came in. Nami stuck around, and that's what the problem was there. So she died to that. And now Ryze and Lulu are both going in on Vayne, but Vayne's pretty fed. Ryze did manage to get the kill. Now Evelyn's going in on the Lulu. Lulu's going to go down, I think. Yeah, she does go down to that Evelynn. And now Ryze is forced to go back. But Tristana's back in lane with most of her health now. She did go back to heal from the looks of it. So she's just going to go ahead and push this out and get all that farm. There we go. Evelynn was actually picked up by these wards there. But Tristana didn't really want to go in on Evelynn, who is, what, 616? Yeah, some reason 130 Tristana going in on a 616 Evelynn, not always the best of ideas, you know? So she chose not to. Evelynn's going in on blue. I think she's going to take it. Yeah, she did go ahead and take it. There's no reason not to. She's got Riven and Kennen as her mid lane, top lane. Neither of those needs blue buff. I mean, it's decent on them. It reduces their cooldowns, but nah. Doesn't help Kennen all that much because he's energy based. And Riven, it helps a little, but I mean, not really worth it. Not really worth it. So she did go ahead and keep it herself. Could have given it to Vayne, but again, Vayne by this time usually doesn't have any mana problems anyway. So definitely the best decision to go ahead and keep it for herself. So Ryze and Lee Sin are now pushing top. They're going to go ahead and try to turn this around. Do a nice... Let Yorick defend mid. Ooh. Ooh. Vayne just killed Tristana. Right. So there comes those two. I do want to see what exactly happened to Tristana there. She's going in. She thinks she could take Vayne, apparently. Vayne, on the other hand, apparently did not agree. So Tristana went in. Vayne used her ult and was just able to take her down. And now Lulu's got to be careful. She did go ahead and use her ult to punt the Vayne up. But unfortunately for her, Vayne still had flash. And Lulu has no chance of escape. So there is a double kill for Vayne. who is now 5-2-3. I have a feeling this game is not going to go for the blue team. When you've got a fed Vayne against you, bad things are going to happen, especially when it also has a fed Riven as well as a fed Evelynn. Yeah, I think Riven actually turret dove this. Is that what happened? She did go ahead and turret dive. Nami came in, lifted Scarra up, and Scarra just went down to that Riven ulti. And he was not really able to do too much at all. He's going to go ahead and just farm this up because he knows he's not going to be able to take her alone. And now he's going out. Don't think he's going to be able to do anything really. No, he does go down. And Ryze and Lee Sin were not actually able to push this tower down. Kennen was enough to defend it. Kennen tried to check that bush using his shuriken, but it did not end up working. Well, actually, it sort of did. I mean, it didn't hit Lee Sin, which, you know, sort of means that he's not there, but it doesn't necessarily, because we saw earlier he could dodge it. So, Kennen, all Kennen knows is that he doesn't know that he is there, which is not really that great. Crumbz is coming down. He did actually land that Q on Riven, so he's going to fall back. The Evelynn is coming in. She gets kicked back by the Lee Sin, though. So he's trying to escape this now. Kennen's coming in to help. Not him. And he does land the hit, but he jumps to a ward across that wall, so he is still going on. He jumps to the wolves, and I think he's going to escape this. Riven, everybody on the purple team has given up hope indeed. So there we go. Lulu's helping Ryze farm these wraiths. There we go. Now in comes the Nami. It does bubble the Lulu, and Ryze is trying to take down the Riven before she's able to take down Lulu, but it did not end up happening. And Ryze now has to run from Kennen, Nami, and Riven. Tristana's coming up to help. This tower will not go down quite yet. Yorick is actually chasing down Evelynn, which didn't really work. That's not what happened. Okay, so he went ahead and was trying to do the blue buff there. She came in. She used smite on it. He's doing quite a bit of damage to her, but of course, you know, she's kind of fed. So he does not have ulti, so he does end up going down. No, actually, he does have ulti. Oh, no, now he has ulti. Half a second after he dies. So, that's depressing. Alright. Kennen's pushing mid. Vayne's going to go ahead and solo dragon because why not? She's fed. Riven's pushing bot, and Evelynn and Lee Sin are now having a little bit of fun. Lee Sin missed his Q. Well, he didn't really miss. I mean, she dodged it with flash, so that's kind of something. So he goes in. He did see which way she went, so he jumped to that. Oh, missed his Q again, and now he's actually really low. I think she's going to take him down. She does. So that wasn't the best of moves. There we go. Vayne took down that dragon, and now they're going to go ahead and give this red buff to Vayne, would be my guess. Vayne with the red buff is nasty. Yep. There we go. Oh, it's resetting. That was kind of funny. Now Ryze is caught out of position. Nami went ahead and ultied him, but she did miss, which is actually kind of funny because that's not an easy one to miss. So she's going to pay for it with her life? Yes. Not sure why she was just sticking there. But they do end up continuing to push. Vayne's coming around behind them. They don't have any wards. This ward will pick them up when she gets there. And now they know she's there. But they're going to go ahead and try to take down this tower. Tristana's here as well. And Lulu's coming in to assist also, so they can all just push here. Lee Sin is defending top versus Kennen. Looks like he's actually taking quite a bit of damage, but not enough. Ryze just caught the Vayne there. She tried to punt him out, but now she is going to go down. She did use her ulti there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. She does go down. And Kennen is being forced to go mid by this assault because he does not want to lose that second tower there. But they are continuing to push. It is now Riven. It looks like it's going back, so it'll be Kennen and Evelynn defending this tower. I'm not sure if Evelynn will get there in time. Tristana just tears through towers. She is ripping through it. I think they are going to defend this. In comes the Kennen with his ulti. Tristana melts to the Kennen and the Evelynn. Now the Lulu went down to the Riven. They are still going in on this blue team. Ryze just died. The Yorick ulti is there, so Ryze is going to try to take down somebody before he dies for real. Well, not really for real. You know what I mean. But he did end up taking down the Kennen thanks to that ghost from Yorick. And Yorick and Ryze got shutdown gold from that poor Kennen. Not that that was worth it by any means. 4 for 1? Nah. Uh-oh. That's bad news. Nami just disconnected. And that might be enough to turn this game around. Crumbz is top pushing this, so that would have happened whether she disconnected or not. I think they're going to trade a turret though. Okay, good. Ecco is back. I do not like seeing games get lost based on DCs. That always makes me sad. Yeah, I want Scarra to win because I like Scarra, but I don't want him to win based on that. I want him to win because he's awesome, not because somebody DC'd, you know? Yes, Scarra is another one of my favorites. I watch his stream whenever I can, but he really doesn't stream very much. I mean, he obviously for the last couple weeks he hasn't streamed because he was one of the LCS All-Stars, and he actually did fairly well. Did not end up winning anything, but you know, it was pretty enjoyable to watch and everything. But he, by the way, for those of you who don't know, he did actually post up a nice little blog post about what happened at the LCS and a review of his actions and what he thinks he did wrong. And his biggest complaint about himself was actually that he had a fairly limited champion pool. I think he said he had 2 or 3 champions he could play, maybe a couple more, but he said had he had a couple more like Jace or Kha'Zix, he actually probably would have been a whole lot better, and they actually might not have lost like they did. But he said because of that champion pool problem, that is a large part of what gave him the loss there. So Ryze and Vayne going back and forth here. Lee Sin almost got caught out there, but we saw him escaping before I came down here to Vayne. But now there's a ping from Nami thinking about going in on Ryze, but she just got stuck by the Tristana, jumps over, and down goes the Nami. But Riven and Kennen just got that tower up there, and they're still pressing on Lee Sin. Ryze is going in on the Vayne. She does punt him into the wall, and she's going to go ahead and take him down. She does. He didn't stand a chance versus Vayne. Vayne is way too fed for that. Not gonna happen. I think he thought Tristana was closer than she was, but she'd started going up mid to help top, and I don't think Ryze noticed. So he died. All right, Evelynn. I don't know what she's doing. Okay, she was just waiting for her sneaky mode to come on, so she can come and help Vayne. Not that Vayne really needs it. She's fed. Oh, there is the ulti, and Lulu went ahead and ultied herself, but yeah, they just melted to that. Lulu just melted to that, specifically. Tristana got out by jumping away, but that means that this tower is undefended. Vayne is going to go in on it, and she's just plinking it to death. Riven's coming down as well to go in on it, whereas Yorick and Tristana are coming down to contest, but Vayne just got a lot of damage on that. The Yorick ghosts are coming out, and they're not even going to get to Vayne. I think all she did was lifesteal off of him. Did not turn out quite as Yorick was hoping. And the Lee Sin actually did land his Q there on the Kennen, so he jumped to him and then jumped over to a ward that he placed right in front of him and was able to kick him back into the middle of the team. And now Kennen is in a bit of trouble. He's going to go down to this. He did indeed. Evelynn was coming to help, but she was a little bit too far away. So down went the Kennen. Vayne and Riven are pushing down here, so Riven actually just took down Ryze with her ulti there. Down goes KiWiKid. Sorry, KiWiKid. And now they're going to go ahead and back off. Lulu is here to defend, and she's not that scary, but they can go get an easier lane. Actually, they're going to go ahead and get red buff from the looks of it. Ooh, Yorick just ran into that Lulu, and Lee Sin is here as well. Did land his Q. It looks like she's going to escape because they know Evelynn's somewhere in here, and they've got to be careful. Don't want to run into the fed Evelynn. Not at all. Lulu's actually going to go ahead and come on over here in the ward. So she got caught by that Evelynn ulti, and she's trying to do pretty much anything she can. The Tristana tried to jump, but she got punted back into the wall by Vayne there. And now Evelynn flashed over that wall. Vayne is now caught out a little bit. She did flash away, so I think she's going to escape this. The Nami on their hand is going to die. The Lee Sin was able to take down the Evelynn. I kind of want to see what happened there because she flashed out and I thought she was safe. There's that flash. Tristana goes down to that, and she's going this way. Lee Sin, okay, so he jumped to a ward. She stopped to go in on the wolves, which was not the best of ideas. So he went ahead, flash Q'd her, and then took her down. Not bad. Kind of funny that Lulu is chasing Vayne. Not the best of ideas, and now her lifesteal is just going to bring her back up to full. Lulu versus Vayne, you're not going to win, Lulu. You're not going to win. She does go ahead and cast that to interrupt the B, and now Vayne's going in on her. She does go ahead and use her ulti, but the Ryze came in as well, so that ended up being a 1-for-1. That gave shutdown gold to Ryze, which is great for him. Would have been better had Lulu not died. It was really close, one shot less, and she would have been fine. But unfortunately for them, she did indeed die. Ryze now went in on the Riven, took a lot of damage, and he just went down. Crumbz kicked Riven up into that tower, but he went down as well. Now in comes the Yorick, but she's going to get out of this with no problem. And they have to go back mid because, well, actually it doesn't matter now. Kennen was able to take down that tower alone. And now he's running away. I think he's going to escape with no problem. Yeah. Kennen's too fast. Once he gets that lightning rush, he's gone. And Riven is back to pushing bot. Hey, it worked last time, right? So she could actually go in, probably take down this Lulu quite quickly. She doesn't have ulti anymore. Wow. Almost, though. She's got it down to a 30-second cooldown. That's pretty impressive. I thought it was a longer cooldown than that. But I guess because of the Brutalizer, it got it down low enough that she could just cast it like all the time. Dragon just came up. I'm surprised Purple Team hasn't chosen to go for Baron yet. I guess they don't really need it, though. Kennen is ulting there. Scarra is in trouble. Scarra's going to go down. Lee Sin came in to help, but it's a little too late for that. So Kennen's going to be fine. Evelynn's coming in from behind. And the Lee Sin's trying to go in. Evelynn is coming up. They are still chasing this Kennen. Crumbz is going to go in on it. The Ryze turned around. He sees her now. But the Nami ulti came in, and it did go in on that Ryze. But the Evelynn is going to melt to both Ryze and Tristana. The Riven is now caught out there. Kennen was able to take down Ryze, but Riven is still quite low. But the rest of her team came to follow up. So now it's a 3 versus 4 for the Purple Team's favor. And Lulu and Tristana both had to go back because they're low. So Kennen went ahead, just did a little harass. They are going to lose this tower for sure. They might actually end up losing this inhib as well. There's not really much that the blue team can do to stop it. The purple team is just way too fed for that. Scar's going in, trying to just slow them down, do as much damage as he can with his ghouls, but there's not really much he could do, honestly. Planted a ward here so they could see, but Vayne was able to take it down with her auto attacks. And now Crumbz is going in. Nope, I thought he was going to go in on the Vayne there, but decided not to. There is the Scarra's Ghost, and unfortunately that got him way out there, so he did end up melting to that. His Ghost came up. He's trying to take somebody down, or at least do damage, but he really didn't do much at all. So that was unfortunate. He massively overextended there, and he paid with his life. And now the purple team is just, well, looked like they were pushing mid, but there's not really much to push for. They've got the they can get the inhib down, but there are other lanes that can be pushed, and I think that's where they're going. Evelynn's going to go ahead and push bot, whereas the rest of the purple team is just going to go ahead and wait here in the jungle so they can go ahead and try to get a gank off. Lulu is actually being chased by Lee Sin. He misses his Q, but he does slow her down. The rest of her team is coming to help her, but I don't think they're going to get here in time. Tristana came in, and down goes the Lulu. Kennen and Vayne are coming up from behind, but these two are not going to be able to take down 4 members of the enemy team by themselves. Unfortunately, Lee Sin missed a Q again. I don't think he would have seen Kennen anyway, who is now going in and ulting. Oh, the Lee Sin kicked him out, so that ulti does not do nearly as much damage as it could, but it was enough to get Lee Sin to go down. Now Evelynn's going in, going to try to take down this Tristana. I think it's going to happen. She does indeed go down to that. Lulu goes down to Kennen. Ryze is out of here. Yeah, he's going to escape with no problem. They're not even... Actually, maybe not. Evelynn's going in. She's going to try to find him. He is waiting in this bush. I think he will go down. She walks into the bush, and yeah, he's going to go down. Bye, Ryze. Wait. Wow. One more Q, and she would have died. Gotta love the timing there. So Scar's trying to get back up to full health. He's doing some harass on that Riven, but there's really not much he can do. The rest of the purple team is just pushing here. He did get stunned there, but he's close to his tower. And now the Riven's being chased by the Lee Sin. She did get slowed there, and I think she's going to go down. No, she was able to bait the Lee Sin out enough that he's going to go down. Oh, no, he does not go down. I was wrong. Kennen's going to go down, though. To Lulu, actually. Now Vayne's here. She did get morphed by that Lulu. And now she's trying to escape. She did get slowed there by both the Lulu and the Yorick. Now Yorick is exhausted. But the Tristana's coming in. And I think this Vayne's going to go down. Oh, she flashed out. But the Lee Sin flashed to her. He did land the Q. So he was able to take her down. And now Evelynn's circling around from behind. She's probably going to be able to take down Scarra if he's not careful. And he's walking this way. Oh, he's saying, let's go do Baron. And as it is 5 versus 3 at the moment, now would probably be the best time to do it. Nami is going to go ahead and ward it, but the blue team is going in on Baron as we speak. Lulu's clearing the wards here, but in comes the Evelynn, who sees them going in on it, but she's not really able to do too much at the moment. Riven is just pushing bot, so Ryze is there to stop her. Lulu and Vayne are going to try to fight this off themselves, and it's sort of working. I mean, he's really low. Oh, she flashes over. She does get it. She got it with her, I believe, her ulti and, of course, smite. So that was terrible for the blue team. Those two are going to die, but that was still a Baron buff for the purple team, and they took all the damage for it. And now, one more shot there from Kennen, and Lee Sin would have gone down. But I think he's going to escape this. He's probably going to jump to Tristana if need be. No. Okay. So he's going to Q one of these minions. Yeah. Nope. He's just going to keep running. I wonder if Kennen can catch him then. His lightning rush is up now. 1 Q and this Lee Sin is dead. He does jump to that ward. And no, it looks like the Kennen will not be able to take down the Lee Sin. That was pretty close though. And now Riven got the dragon. So that is yet more global gold for the purple team. This is turning into a massive... Well, actually not really turning in. It's been a massive, massive wall of pain for the blue team. They are almost, but not quite, 20k behind at the moment. And that is not where you want to be at any point in the game. Even, well, I guess once you're fully built, it doesn't matter. But by the time you're fully built, if you're getting to be 20k behind, something's really weird. And I have no idea where that game's going to go. Alright, so Vayne's pushing down mid. Actually, the entire purple team seems to be converging on mid here. They did take down this turret, by the way, so this is another exposed inhibitor. I think this inhibitor just respawned, so they're probably going to want to take that down fairly quickly. There are 2 more waves of super minions, that one and this one, and then... Not that one. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, just 2. And then the blue team will be free of super minions there until the purple team goes ahead and takes down that inhib, which will be fairly quickly. So... pretty much the entire purple team is defending here. The Evelynn went ahead and just landed her ulti on everybody. Riven was able to take down Lee Sin. Evelynn took down the Lulu. Nami took down the Yorick. And the entire blue team is just melting here. Yorick actually did go ahead and ulti the Ryze, so the Ryze fakeness is here. He's going to try to take down somebody, but he's not able to do anything whatsoever. And Tristana's like, nope. Nope. Not going to be able to do anything. And that's pretty much GG right there. Although the last game I was watching Scarra, the enemy team just kind of decided to troll. They didn't even take down the inhib for... Actually, no, it was actually Scarra's team that decided to troll. They just didn't take down the inhib. They didn't take down the Nexus. They walked away. 3 times, I think. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the items, CS, and kill death assist ratio. We've got Kennen with 219 versus Ryze with 225. Ryze actually came out ahead on that, but he's 781 versus 648. On the assists, Kennen is definitely ahead, but Ryze is actually ahead on the kills, and due to a lot of his being shut down, I think he might be ahead in gold. No, he's still slightly behind. Oh, right. Global gold. Global gold. Always got to factor that in. So the Kennen has Zhonya's Hourglass, of course, Leandri's Torment, Abyssal Scepter, Sorcerer's Shoes, and a Doran's Blade versus Rod of the Ages, Seraph's Embrace. Oh, that's interesting on Ryze. A lot of times you see him go Mana Immune into Muramana, but apparently he decided to go for Seraph's Embrace. It is good. I mean, it gives you a massive shield, so I suppose I can sort of see that. The Mercury Studs with the Home Guard Enchant, Glacial Shroud, Blasting Wand, and a Negatron Cloak. Riven has 282 CS versus Yorick. Scarra with 181. Poor Scarra. Shut down. Riven is 12-0-12. She didn't die once that entire game. But Scarra, Yorick is 3-13-7. Ouch. Riven has Mercurial Scimitar, Bloodthirster, Black Cleaver, Last Whisper, Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Oh, that's where the rest of her cooldown reduction came from. And a Doran's Blade versus Frozen Heart. Good versus Vayne. Muramana, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, Ninja Tabby, and a Kindle Gem. Vayne with 243 CS is against Tristana with 233. Only 10 difference there, not too bad. Vayne is 957 versus 576. That's also not bad at all. Not terrible. The Vayne has Blade of the Rune King, Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Berserker's Crease, the Fury Enchant, Zeal, and a Doran's Blade versus Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, Berserker's Crease, no Enchant, and Double Dorans. Nami with 22 CS versus 18 for Lulu. That doesn't matter. Their support, 2-6-10 versus 2-9-10. So they're actually tied kill and assist, but Lulu had 3 more deaths, which that's actually not too bad at all. The Nami has Shirley's Reverie, Lock of the Iron Solari, Ruby Sightstone, Ionian Boots Lucidity, and Sight Ward. I guess somebody else went for... Actually, no, nobody went for Aegis on this team, which is pretty unusual. The... What? I'm guessing Lulu decided to switch to this at the end or something. Either that, I don't know. Well, actually, we could easily check, huh? Okay. Okay. No, that's a legit build there. Okay. So yeah, it's right here, right at the very end that she switched. Okay, so before she sold all of her items, she had Aegis Legion, Ruby Sightstone, Kindle Gem, Philosopher's Stone, Null Magic Mantle, and a Crystalline Flask. At the end there... I want to see exactly when she sold. Right there. She just sold all of her items, and now she's going to buy Boots of Mobility and Double Zeal. Alrighty then. So yeah, she just wanted to look like she was trolling, even though through the entire game she was not. Alright, finally we've got the nasty Evelynn. 149 CS to 134 for Lee Sin. That's actually pretty close, but she's 14 for 15 versus 263. That is a huge difference, so she's way ahead of him in gold. Let's see, 14,175. She almost has double his gold. That is huge. She's got Zonya's Hourglass, Leander's Torment, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, Sorcerer's Shoes, the Home Guard Enchant, Blasting Wand, and Negatron. Looks like she was actually going for an Abyssal herself. Versus Lee Sin, who has Runic Bulwark, Ruby Sightstone, that's a very good one on him because he could jump to all those wards, Boots of Mobility with the Home Guard Enchant, and a Madred's Razors. So that's the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.